Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next.
Leading off tonight for
Here's the second
Kansas
baseman,
City.
David
The second
Perez.
baseman,
Here's
number
a 1-1.
24.
This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Billy Ewing, the next to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on the goal. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Ewing over at second, one down. Popped in the air, left field. He's got it, and there's two away. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Elias McVale. Left-hand batter waits. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a ball popped up, and the inning is over. Back here in New York, here's Royce Lewis.
For the Yankees, the left fielder, Lewis.
In the air, right field. Drops into the glove. One down. And now it's Juan Soto. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits.
Soto.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. And delivers outside. And a 3-1 on the way. And he grounds one back up the middle. Over to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
And there's a base hit to the left.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Riley. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there. Now the catcher up to hit, Christopher DaCosta. The 1-1. Line drive. De Los Santos jumps, throws. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Back for more from the Bronx. Here's the veteran first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. 1-1 now. Just missed. Two-one pitch is in there, and the count is even. Just off the inside edge. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Rick Moore. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
2 away now.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now 2-2. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Moore at second. De Los Santos on at first with 2 down. Hard ground ball for a base knock. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the veteran outfielder, Ryan Reynolds. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Can't field it cleanly. The throw to second.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Throw to second and great jump. Swing and that ball smashed on a line. And that gets down into the gap. Dominguez headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Yankees even it up. It's 1-1, and he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Well done. Drives in the run. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
In the dirt, Wells down to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Here's a 1-1. Well struck left field. Morales going back on this one. Bangs off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Outside, that's a ball.
The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. The pitch. Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Here's Austin Riley. 1-for-1 with a single so far. 2 on, 2 outs. Fought off foul. Lewis, the runner at third. Soto at first. 2 out of the inning. And that misses off the outside edge. In the air to left center. That one gets down for a hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 3-1.
Couple of singles back to back. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
That's a laser base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
That's 3 singles in a row. Nice line drive with full side. Headed out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here is Christopher DeCosta. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Swing, and this one's crushed. No doubt about it. Grand slam. He blasted that one out of here. And they add on. It's 7-1. Ryan Reynolds here. Picked up a base hit to center his first time out. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. And that ball is out of here. His 32nd of the year. They test on to their lead. It's 8-1. David Lee comes on now.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these guys better be ready to swing the bats.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. This looks like extra bases. Now around second, going for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's a speed threat. Billy Ewing.
Billy
1-1.
Ewing.
Smoked to the left, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
All over that one right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
At the belt and fires. Bounce to the left side. And one away in the top of the third. Elias McVale steps in for the Royals. He popped out his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw to third. He's safe. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Dominguez makes the catch. Runner tags for home.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Bounced out to short. It's in and out of his glove. Two outs, runner at first. And next up for the Royals, Rick Moore. 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. Singleton scored his first time. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. As we go
Leading off for the Yankees.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Clifford Lindsey.
Lindsey.
Fly ball down the line. And that'll fall for a base hit. Now the left fielder, Royce Lewis. Here comes a pitch.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. Just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Now a fly ball to right center. McVale makes the catch, and there's one down.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two down. Ripped on a line to center. Calls it in for the out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. Looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
In the air on the infield, De Los Santos settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. On to the fourth, and now Angel Morales.
Angel Morales.
In there at the knees.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and that's the first out. The batter will be the shortstop, Juan De Los Santos.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting,
Damian Wells steps in for the Royals.
Wells.
Singled and drove in a run his first time through. In there at the knees. That is strike 2.
He's going.
Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Bottom 4th. And now the
Leading
first
off
baseman,
for the
Alec
Yankees.
Burleson.
the first baseman, Alec Burleson.
Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. And that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
And that one is lifted in the air. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off.
And now this is down for a base hit. Burleson around third. He'll score easily, and it's 9-2.
Back-to-back singles. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs. Bartolo Peralta will hit next. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Now he breaks his bat. Fires home for 1. On to Mountcastle. That's a double play.
Well, a big turn of events in this inning. Very well done by the defense right there to get 2 and cut down the run at home plate. A lot can go wrong on that play, and you have to be sure of the first out, but they look like they've worked on that play quite a bit.
Kicks and fires. In the air out towards right center. McVale pulls it down, and that will end the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, David Perez. Next pitch is outside.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Foul ball.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Elias McVale
right
digs
field.
in now. He's 0 for 1.
McVale.
The 2-1. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a pop-up. Riley drifts towards it. Makes the catch, inning over. Back in the Bronx, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Royce Lewis. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
That's inside.
So I went to the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me. He said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
A wind in the pitch. Hard hit, right side. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Soto. Next to hit, Austin Riley. Line drive, base hit. Alec Burleson stepping in now for the Yankees. The 1-1. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. They'll circle the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 11-2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Rufus Navarro. And this is his 55th game he's come in to pitch this season, so he's got some innings under his belt. He's been an important guy for them. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's the 3rd out. Here's Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 2.
The first baseman, number 6. Ryan.
Number 19 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here's a chopper to short. High bounce, and he barehands it. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next to the Royals, the designated hitter, Rick Moore.
And it is 2-1. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Can't get there, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Now back
and to the plate for Kansas City, Angel Morales. That one down the line, and he grabs it, foul. And a pitch. Up the middle. Sends it to first. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. And that's down and away. Moore on third with 2 out. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." To second now, but he's safe. A run comes into the play. So up next, David Perez. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back in the Bronx, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. This one high in the air to left center. Ewing on the move. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. John Blackburn, and he'll be out there in center after the injury. So man aboard. And up next for New York, Jason Dominguez. The pitch. On the ground to the left. Oh, look at the stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play. And next for New York, Bartolo Peralta. 1 for 3.
Peralta.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to first. Now 2 out. Now it's the second baseman, Clifford.
The second baseman, Clifford Lindsey.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there. This inning still
number
has a lot.
31.
Back to the top of the lineup, and stepping in for the Yankees, Royce Lewis. Smash to the left side. They take the force out. That ends the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, John Blackburn. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And the righty deals. Called strike right there. Fly ball down the line. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Right field.
1 down.
Elias.
Now will be the cleanup hitter for the
McPhail.
Royals, Elias McPhail. Righty delivers. Got it by him for the K. And next up for the Royals, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan
And a 1-1.
Mountcastle.
And a base hit into right. Manouche around third.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
This to third. Riley fires to first, and that'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
Rico Villanueva into the game.
This guy's a strike thrower.
Your
He's done an
attention, please.
excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here's
number
Juan
8,
Soto.
Rico Villanueva.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them
Now
so
batting,
far, which
the
tells you
third
a lot.
baseman.
And up next for New York, Austin Riley.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
And that one in the air center field. Blackburn should have this one. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away. And here's the first
Now
baseman,
batting,
Alec
first baseman.
Burleson. He's already homered here in this one.
Burleson.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up. De Los Santos under this one. That is the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now it's the switch hitting outfield. Angel Morales.
Angel Morales.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The wide to kick the pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 1 away. And now the shortstop, Juan De Los Santos.
Up next to the Royals, the shortstop, Juan De Los Santos.
Ground ball up the middle. Peralta gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Damian Wells steps in for the Royals. 2-2 down. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Dominguez makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the
Leading
Yankees
off
catcher
for the
now,
Yankees,
Christopher DaCosta.
The catcher, Christopher DaCosta.
Another 1-2. Fastball almost got him there. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting,
And now the right fielder, Brian Reynolds. He's already homered in this game. This one lifted in the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the
center
pitcher's
fielder,
hand, you
number
cannot hang a
24.
breaking ball right there.
Jason.
Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Dominguez.
Next pitch misses way outside. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the second baseman, David Perez. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. Now one gone in the 9th. John Blackburn steps in for the Royals. Went down on strikes his first time through. And now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in, Derek Manouche. Jose Hernandez taking over on the mound. And this is appearance number 45.
Number 64, Jose Hernandez.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And here it comes. Battling here as he fouls it away. Blackburn, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Good job to fight that one off. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Well, these guys got the bats going early with a huge second inning, and they never really looked back. When you have that type of focus, your confidence grows, and you just expect to go out and dominate and win each inning. And then on top of it, the ball game.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 11 runs, 19 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Kansas City, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.
It's the way you rule.